We continue.
We continue.
Okay, so basically we got to where the presbytery
we
will
got
have
to where the presbytery will have 8
interview. Now, mind you,
But there's a feedback.
there's a feedback, right?
Mind you,
But please, you have to
feedback, right?
mute one of your speakers because you are using two screens. That's why we are having the feedback.
I'm using two
So
screens.
one of the screens should go off. If
I'm
not,
using
it will
two
give you
screens.
feedback. Yes.
Okay. Okay, is it better now?
Yes,
It's
it's
better.
better
Okay.
now.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so basically what we have is that the presbytery will constitute its board. Now, at the district level, this is done to let the district also know you better. There are some people who go for the ministerial training that is through other means. You know, they know someone, and then we have been hearing about it. No one have any authentic proof. That's what we hear. But the process is that the district also have an interview for you, because once you go into the district, once you go through the system, you are representing it's like you are candidate from the district. So you're a product of the district to the national. After that, then you go and sit for your exams, the almighty entrance exams, which we are going to prepare for. You'll go and sit for it. For those writing the TTS, Trinity, you'll be asked to write 5 papers: Old Testament, New Testament, general paper, English language, and mathematics, basic mathematics. Every year, and the syllables that come for the TTS. SMT, you'll be asked to write 4 papers: Old Testament, New Testament, English language, and then general paper. Sometimes you may get some maths mixing up with the general paper, but usually it's a general paper. And after writing that one, then you will now, those who pass the exams for TTS, the pass mark for TTS is 40% for each of the papers. So once you get 40%, the TTS knows that they have a business with you. You are already down 40, 40, 40, 40 for all the 5 papers. However, the church uses a raw score system. All the papers, those who have passed, who have gotten 40 throughout the papers, will be scaled up. So your raw score will be added. Maybe in English, you got 70. Old Testament, you got 40. New Testament got maybe 55. The other paper, you got maybe 60. So they will compute all. So they will have the scale down from top to bottom for all those who have qualified, who have made it to TTS. Now, because the number that write the TTS is huge, all that they do is that because the TTS, the presby has a quota. Usually our quota is between 20 and 25. That is it. That is all that TTS can take every year for Presby Church. We usually have the same numbers with the Methodist. So that is it. Because of that, the church might not be able, or have to scale it down. So just after the number that have come out, maybe about 50, 60, or maybe 100 people passed. We can't pick you because we only have a slot between 20 and 25. So then you go for interview. So the interview is key to pick up the 20 or 25. And that one, like the last interview, there were about 67 people or so who attended the interview for the TTS. They only need about 40 will be out. So it's quite competitive. And that is why with our sessions, when we get there, we always bring someone who have been on the panel to come and coach you for that final interview. You go with your wife or your husband. For SM, and then you'll be picked. For SMT, because you are being trained at the Ramsar Training College, the intake is not per the number as the TTS, where we have between 20 and 25 every year. With the SMT, because the Ramsar Training Center is for us, and then we decide based on the budget of the church and based on those who believe in the system, the ministers who will be going on retirement, then there's also a number placed there. So like mine, for instance, my year, I had opportunity of TTS and SMT. My year, for instance, the SMT, we were just about 40. But there have been previous years that they are about 70, 90. Like this year, we are hearing over almost about 80 or so to 90 people will be commissioned from the SMT. So depending on those who believe in the system, then the SMT is also being picked. That is why your date of birth and those CV kind of thing is picked up so that we can have a system to know those who be going and those who be staying. So SMT is not static. We don't have a number. It always is either high or low, depending on those who believe in the system. As we said, the basic qualification for SMT is what? A degree now. You have to have a degree in any field to qualify for SMT. TTS, you may go in without a degree, but you have to come out with a degree. The reason is that over there, you can do a degree in theology, BTH. So that's how the system rules. The reason is that we want to have a system where the pulpit will not be lesser than the pews. We want to at least match the pulpit. So as I said, after the examination, your name will be sent. The clerk of General Assembly will get back to you. And then once you go through the system, the committee that does the final interview is the Training and Scholarship Committee. And then once you are gone through, you'll be having a place. Mind you, on the committee, we have so many people, professionals, but usually there's a psychologist and a lawyer. Legal issues come in. People go in there, they even forget how they fill their form. And I'm saying this because people go in, you ask them questions, and they are telling you something which is not on their form. So the legal person will prompt them. And there have been instances where people have gone in with fake documents and they have getting themselves incriminated out of it. So please, let's be careful with those kind of things. A psychologist is supposed to check your psyche, how you talk, how you come up with things. So even your self-confidence alone can push you there. So once you are through, it will be sent to the General Assembly Council, just as one has ended. Those going to TTS, it has ended, and the list is out. Some have seen this, some are yet to see. Now, once that one comes in, you will be given information. Your clerk of the presbytery will tell you, and then you prepare yourself to go into the ministry. You see that SMT, what we say the RTC. SMT is the name of the program. So you go to RTC, which is the Ramsar Training College at Abitifi, Ramsar Training Center at Abitifi, or you go to the Trinity Theological Seminary. We will be having a session with the Ramsar Training faculty, and we are even told there, instead of having a faculty member, they are giving us the administrator of the place. I think it will be one of the days. I'm sure it's the weekend, Saturday also, who will come and tell us the new system of the SMT. The SMT has changed. Some of us, when we finished, we were the last people, 2020, we wipe away the old system. From 2021, there's a new system. So, which is 4-year program. They will come and tell you everything about it. The TTS person, I think, is on Sunday. Reverend Dr. Boateng will be there to let you also know the whole system about the TTS. So as you are filling the form, we want you to go with that mindset, knowing everything within on the paper. So you make your decisions as you go, right from the filling of the form. Now, we have to note that the decision of the 21st General Assembly, which was held at the Victory Congregation Frafraha in the Presbytery on the 9th to 19th of August, a decision was taken And this decision is a decision number 10, which I just mentioned, that the minimum academic qualification for ministerial candidate at the time of completion, the minimum by the time you finish the school, that we say you are now being put on the clerical, should be a degree. So you should have the degree before you go in, or you should be going in for the degree. If you go to TTS, that one is sure. But if you are going to the SMT program and you don't have a degree, SMT don't produce a degree. They only produce a certificate in ministry. Therefore, you have to be having your degree before you go into the SMT. I don't know whether you guys are getting me. You have to have your degree before going to the SMT, or you should be going for the degree. You should be in the process of obtaining the degree as you are going for the interview for the SMT. If you are going to SMT without a degree, mind you, you'll not be picked because the people are many. So make sure that the degree, you have it. Now is a minimum you should have for SMT, TTS. TTS, as I said, you can have it be there, but the SMT, you should have the degree before going. So, brethren in Christ, this is what we have for you in terms of your preparation. The age, if you are above a certain age, don't apply for TTS. I have to state it. If you know you are going to be, you are above 35, between above 35, it's better to apply for SMT. TTS usually from 23 to 25, 35 is okay. The reason is that your ability to absorb, and it's believed that the SMT is meant for older people. If you are less than 35, don't apply for SMT. You will not be picked. Rather apply for TTS, and when you go and they feel like they want to take you to SMT, they will take you. But don't apply for SMT if you are less than 35. That is a technicality. If you are above 35, SMT, it's easier for you to enter SMT. When you're above 35, especially around the 30, 38, 39, 40, it is very, very easy for you. Below 35, go for TTS. I'll pause here for questions, and then we'll see how to bring it. So, filling on the form. You are back. Good. Thank you.
Before we pick or we take questions, I just want to draw the attention of the candidates from Ghana Presbytery on what I posted the other time. If you are in the Ghana Presbytery and you want to enter into ministry 2023-2024, bear in mind that Ghana Presbytery is not accepting 10th ministers for 2024. And so, if you know you are coming for 10th, don't go and waste your time.
No 10th
minister is only accepting full-time minister. No 10th.
Hey.
For Ghana Presbytery, they are not accepting 10th for next year.
Wow.
And so, if you are a candidate for Ghana Presbytery, please kindly bear that in mind. Now, maybe we can go on to the questions.
Thank you, Osofu. Please, any question? Let's ask the questions. Yes, please, if you have a question, you can unmute your mic, or you can raise up your hand and then we pick it. Any question? Does it mean that we are okay? We don't have any question at all. Hello?